throughout my fitness journey, like since the day I started going to the gym, like till date, chest is probably the the body part that I have gotten the most amount of compliments for, right? And I would like to believe that that's the best amount, like the best muscle group that I have in my body. And that's a reason for it because I trained in a specific way, and which I'm going to tell you exactly how I trained to have a perfectly sculpted chest, right? And yes, like it's going to be simple, but it's going to be important, right? It's going to be like of a significant importance in how you're gonna see chest training after you see this video. Because yes, I'm gonna tell you how to train this, how to train that, how to train this, like all of these things, right? Yeah, I'm gonna tell you. This video is going to be so simple. It's going to be so stupidly simple. You're going to think that, okay, is he even telling the truth? Right? But that's where the catch is. I am telling the truth. And the problem is you think that doing fucking 50 movements is going to, help you achieve a perfectly sculpted chest. That's not the case. So without any further ado, let's get into the video. First of all, the first thing that you have to understand in order for you to get some chest gains, right? Like some gains is range of motion, right? And oh boy, range of motion is like such a topic where I think I should probably start it in every single video because it's such an important topic. Okay, range of motion. Let's talk about range of motion. Eccentric, concentric, right? Concentric, you're contracting the muscle. Eccentric, focus on eccentric portion of the exercise, is eccentric portion of the movement more than anything, right? You're doing dumbbell press, you're doing bench press, you're doing cable flies, dumbbell flies, absolutely doesn't matter. Focus on eccentric portion of the exercise with a picture perfect form more than the concentric portion of the exercise, right? Because the chest is such an muscle group where it doesn't really benefit when you squeeze it. Biceps, yeah, for sure. Triceps, yeah, for sure. Um, maybe quad, yeah, for sure, right? But not really, because but chest is a muscle group where it's a big muscle group, right? It's not a small muscle group. So when you do this, right, and maybe you even hold it for 1 or 2 seconds, that's when those micro tears happen in the chest muscles. And with proper nutrition, with proper diet, with proper like recovery, sleep, all of that stuff, your chest grows, right? So all in all, to say that range of motion, eccentric portion of the exercise, right? Focus on the eccentric portion of the exercise more than the concentric portion of the exercise. That doesn't mean to say you're gonna do half reps. No, what I'm saying that don't waste your time going above this. Don't waste your time like squeezing the muscle. Don't waste your time. I'm telling you, this might sound contrary to all of the other fitness advice, but yeah, this is how I've built a perfectly sculpted chest. If you want to do that, follow this advice. Focus on the eccentric portion of the muscle, like go as deep as possible. Maybe even touch the dumbbell to your chest. Maybe we'll touch, like obviously touch the barbell to your chest. But yeah, I'm gonna throw some videos of me to basically like show you what I mean full range of motion. You can absolutely can't believe the amount of range of motion that I perform when it comes to chest. I absolutely go all the way with picture perfect form, and with the amount of weight that I can do the amount of reps properly. I don't ego lift. So yeah, range of motion, very important thing. Second is, this is a popular advice, but no wonder it's such a popular advice because this shit does matter, which is you gotta focus on the upper chest more than the mid and the lower chest. But the last point that I'm going to talk about is very important. So make sure that you keep watching this video in its entirety, because the last point is basically connected to this point. But most of you don't need, you just train flat bench press, flies, then you do incline dumbbell press. You do too many movements, right? Here's the thing: if you do any upper chest movement, incline dumbbell press, incline bench press, whatever that is, you're already hitting a little bit of your mid chest, right? And the reason I say that is because if everyone has a mid chest, everyone has a lower chest. Everyone does. Everyone has a lower chest, right? What no one does is that bulging upper chest, as you can see in this picture, like that bulging upper chest. That bulging upper chest is like how you gain is that after hitting reps after reps after reps, after hitting sets after sets after sets, months and after months, years after years. That's how you like achieve that bulge, because that bulge wasn't there at the beginning, right? It's like your muscles got bigger. That's how you achieve a big upper chest, right? And that upper chest is what shows off when you are, like, wearing a shirt, when you're doing side chest, when you like when someone is looking at your chest. That's what when they see at the first thing, that is your upper chest, right? So focus on the upper chest, focus on incline movements, focus on like incline flies, all of these things. Now, like I said, the last point is really important. The last point is, don't focus too much on one single chest fiber or one single chest part. And like it's kind of contrary to what I said right before this, right? What I said, like focus on the upper chest, right? Well, that's because most of you don't focus too much on upper chest. What I'm going to say right now, like listen to it really carefully. Doesn't matter if it's a body part, doesn't matter if it's a part of a body part, right? If you train it too much, it'll not grow. It will grow to a certain extent, then you will hit plateau, right? So if you are training upper chest, and that's what that's the only thing that you do when you're hitting the chest, weeks after weeks, months after months after months, you will grow your chest. But after a certain time, you will plateau. You will not be able to grow your chest in general. So this is the best advice that I personally followed after figuring out this mistake. That is, I train my upper chest primarily, but secondarily, I train my mid chest too. So if I'm doing incline dumbbell press, I'm gonna immediately, complete that exercise and go into those push-ups, right? Like dumbbell push-ups, where you keep the one dumbbell here, one dumbbell here, like big dumbbells, and you go in between them, like super deep stretch range of motion. That's an absolute killer of an exercise for your mid chest and your chest in general. You see how I trained upper chest every single day, but I also don't perform 2 or 3 movements just on the upper chest, right? So yeah, don't overtrain any single body, like any single a specific part of your chest. Of course, your primary should focus should be upper chest. So do any compound movements on upper chest first, then move on to cable movements, move on to maybe flat dumbbell press, move on to maybe here's the thing, move on to those dumbbell push-ups. And the last advice is really important, is that always pair up one compound movement, one body weight movement, and one cable movement, right? So let me repeat it. One compound movement, dumbbell press, bench press, whatever that is. One cable movement, or maybe even a pec deck, doesn't matter. Like, so one fly movement, right? One compound movement, one fly movement, and one body weight movement. And you already know is chest dips, right? This is the this is the secret. Okay, I mean, here's the thing. This is the secret that I was holding back. One compound movement, one fly, one body weight movement. That's it. That's all you need, right? Do the compound movement at the beginning, obviously, and then you can do the body weight movement, and after that, or you can do the cable movement after that, based on your preference, right? Because when you are combining these 3 different types of movement, you're engaging every single part of your chest, every single fiber of your chest, right? Because let's be honest, not every exercise activates every single muscle group. So when you are training completely different style in different exercises, but you're training chest, you're involving every single fiber of your chest, right? That's how you grow a perfectly sculpted chest, right? So that like the last point is really important, right? And this is a point that I didn't write it down. I just came off at the top of my head right now. Shit, yeah, like this is such an important topic that I forgot to write in my points. Yeah, so pair up one compound movement, one bodyweight movement, and one fly movement. That's all you need. 2 working sets, 2 absolutely hard working sets, and yeah, you're good to go. Like in every single exercise, and you're good to go. And that's exactly how you build an aesthetic looking chest, a really perfectly sculpted chest. Peace out.